श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम् ॐ सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय कृष्णाय क्लिष्टकारिणे नमो वेदान्तवेद्याय गुरवे बुद्धिसाक्षिणे. So yesterday he enlisted some errors in Vedanta, in Advaita specifically speaking. So instead of beginning with the place where we have to start the bhāṣya, we have to answer, because we are not teaching Parashara Bhatta's text here. We are taking Parashara Bhatta's idea and presenting it for some people who are interested in the same Vishnu Sahasranama as a bhakti text. But at the same time, we have to answer for the people who want to understand Vishnu Sahasranama as a Vedanta text, as Bhagavan Bhāṣakara intends it. So, we have to answer those refutations. Actually, he refuted. So, we have to take him as an opponent and we have to refute it. So, first he said, if you say Saguna Brahma is for the cheap results and Nirguna Brahma Upasana is for, Nirguna is for superior results, moksha result, that's wrong. Then he went on to call us deaf. Are you deaf? Have you not heard properly? Oh, okay. You asked me, are you deaf, right? Are you an idiot? We can ask him. Are you an idiot? This is what is the teaching of the Shruti. How can we bring in some idea of our own? Because the Shruti very clearly establishes the upasana. For if you perform the upasanas, the different kinds of upasanas, saguna upasanas, you will go to the dhumadi marga. And dhumadi marga is the path of smoke, which is the path of moon. Now, from where you will return back, even in the Swarga, etc., even if you go to Swarga, etc., heaven, etc., Kshine, Punya, Marte, Loke, Vishanti, Shruti very categorically says, then the Punya gets extinguished, you have to come back. This is what is happening. This is what will happen even in your Vaikuntha. This is what happens in Vaikuntha. See, we saw this fellow Indra himself was cursed to come here as a snake, right? Now, even in Vishnu Loka, see, there are different kinds of moksha you accept, sa lokya, sa yujya, sa mipya, sa arshti, etc., right? So, in those different gradations of moksha, if a person is going to watch Vishnu from through the CCTV, then he is not going to be happy. He wants to come to the front row and serve him, etc. Now, that cannot happen from Vaikuntha. Why? I cannot get an upgradation from in Vaikuntha itself. That is not happening. Why? Because that is a bhoga bhumi. You can only enjoy there. You cannot perform any karma to acquire punya. So, you have to, after extinguishing punya, you have to come here, better yourself, and then next version, you have to go there to the different layers. That is the only possibility. Even there. Okay. So, if that is so, you have to come back, you have to go there and all that. Even what to say? Vishnu's wife, Lakshmi, who is always pressing his legs, she herself massaging his legs, she herself is sent down for some reason or other. So, this is what is happening to everyone. Even Vishnu is cursed by rishis. Therefore, that is not a permanent state. The permanent state moksha is nirguna. So, saguna is a impermanent state. Nirguna is a permanent state. There is no doubt regarding that. And you said, we said, sarguna dwara nirguna. Through the sarguna, you gain the nirguna. We do say it again. Saguna is a means, nirguna is the end. Why? Because the upasanas, different upasanas said in different places, they give you chitta shuddhi, focus, clean mind. So what happens is, when with that clean mind, when you listen to Vedanta, you understand the teaching as it is. Since you don't have that clean mind, you have to perform the Vishnu Sahasranama, etc. as Saguna Upasana. This is right for you because you are an idiot. We said we are talking about the opponent, not a you. Okay. Now, Nirguna. The Saguna has gained, the Nirguna has gained the state of Saguna. That is because of avidya. Yes, it is because of avidya, ignorance. But then what happens? You say, the ignorance, is it real or not? Ignorance is, if it cannot be real. If it is not real, then it can, that the Saguna, the attributes cannot be real. If the attributes are not real, then the avidya cannot be real. True. We do accept. Avidya is a illusory. It is not real, unreal, non-real, and the attributes are also non-real. Because of our confusion, we see the non-real as real. Like we superimpose the idea of a duality in the dream. Because of the defect of dream, we see, in the half sleep, we see duality. That duality is not real. The dream objects are not real. We don't accept. No one accepts it to be real. Similarly, because of the erroneous idea, we see ourselves to be different from the others. Right? So, now, Jnana is avidya virodhi, and Brahmanishta is the only means to get rid of this ignorance. Yes, we say that. Then Brahman gets bound, and this samsari, this jiva, should get it liberated. That's a big problem. We don't have that problem. You have that problem, actually. If people who profess duality, they have a problem. We don't have a problem. Because the dreamer does not see himself to be everything. He sees himself to be different things. Similarly, this ignorant, he sees himself to be different from others. So, the one who is getting liberated and one who is giving liberation, they are not different. The gained liberated state and the one who gains the liberation, they are not different. You think he is samsari because he is bound, and the one he is gaining is a state of liberation. No. Jiva Brahmaeva na aparaha. Bhagavan Bhashyakara very clearly says Jiva is verily the Brahman. It is not different. So in different places, this is very clearly established. Tatu tvam asi. You are that. There is no consideration of any duality here. So the Jiva who sees himself as Jiva and Vishnu who sees himself as Vishnu, the substratum for I and Vishnu are same. I have an embodiment which cannot perform everything. Ishvara has an embodiment which can perform multiple things. That is the only difference, the embodiment difference. Otherwise, the substratum is same for me and the God. So, he says, okay, there are statements contradict to each other. Why do you have to negate the Saguna based on Nirguna? Why don't you contradict the Nirguna based on Saguna? Meaning, why do you have to negate the attributed from the non-attributed state? Why don't you negate the non-attributed from staying in the attribute state? This is a good thing, but the problem is we are not just negating one from the other state. It's like a I competition. You did it, you did. No, I did it, you did it, I. This is not a argument like that. We'll bring an argument like this. Husband and wife are fighting. In that fight, whomever the mother supports, he or she wins. That person wins. What does that mean? I don't understand the example. Okay. Husband and wife are fighting. Husband's mother, she is supporting husband, the wife loses. Husband's mother supports wife, husband loses, her own son loses. Similarly, husband and wife are fighting. The wife's mother, if she supports whichever party, the other party loses. You mean the mother-in-law? No, I said mother. Why? Because, not because your mother won't support you. Because Mata iva, Shruti Mata, Shruti is Mata. So, whichever position Shruti supports, that is the position we take. Shruti Mata Tarkona Sandhyatam. We are negating from the standpoint of the Shruti. Shruti very categorically, clearly says, Neha Nanasti Kinchana, there is no multiplicity. Ekameva Dvitiyam, there is only one non-dual self. Tatu Tvam Masi, you are that. Aham Brahmasmi, I am that self. Very clearly establishes the non-duality. So, we are not negating one from the other because of our convoluted idea. No, we are clear. We are basing not on the non-duality or duality. We are not basing on the attributed or non-attributed. We are basing our logic in the Shruti, from the standpoint of Shruti. Okay? Now, gunas are superimposed. Attributes are useless. And useless attributes you superimpose, then you negate that useless attributes. What is the point? Like this fellow says to his friend, you bring the fried rice from your house. Okay, I will bring husk from my house. We will mix it up and then we'll blow it off and then we'll eat the rice. Why do you have to add husk and then blow it off? I can eat it in my house itself, right? The fried rice, the roasted rice. Thing is, that is not what we are. That is not our logic is. Our logic is entirely different. The logic which the Shruti accepts is based on our perception. If we say, the Shruti says, there is no creation directly, we have repeated this again and again. The Shruti says directly there is no creation, etc. Then you won't trust the Shruti because Shruti does not understand your problem. So, to reinforce, it just says, okay, yes, what you say is true. Okay, I'll give you an answer for this. Now, you will have a little trust over the answer. That is what it is doing. It is not, it is like the mother trying to give the kid a bitter medicine with honey. Or honey with a bitter medicine. Honey with a bitter something. Honey. Some kids don't like sweet. So she has to reverse the idea. Some bitter thing in the kid's tongue and then feed the honey. Okay. Now, whatever that is. So it is just accepting your duality, sense of duality and answering that. That's all. It is not establishing the sense duality, etc. Now, you said saguna means the attributes means it is only the good attributes, all the auspicious attributes. Nirguna means negation of all the bad attributes, desire, hatred, etc. No, you cannot interpret words in your own epistemological terms. That is not the idea. That is not possible. You cannot create your own epistemology. There is a tradition. This word saguna means attributed over. Nirguna means unattributed over. You cannot give in a different interpretation for that. That is impossible. Okay. Now, the 13th shloka. Yāni nāmāni gauṇāni vikhyātāni mahātmanaḥ ṛṣibhiḥ parigītāni tāni vakshyāmi bhūtaye. We have already pronounced this. Okay, right? So, yāni nāmāni gauṇāni vikhyātāni mahātmanaḥ ṛṣibhiḥ parigītāni tāni vakshyāmi bhūtaye. Whatever names are gauna. Gauna normally means secondary. Okay. Vikhyātāni, which are famous, primary. Mahātmā of this absolute self, of this Vishnu. Ṛṣibhiḥ parigītāni, and those sung by the rishis. Tani vakshyami bhute. I am going to explain it for glory, greatness. That is the meaning. Now, tatra yāni nāmāni gauṇāni. Gauṇāni means gauna means secondary. Mukhya means primary. Okay, so secondary, that is not in the sense of secondary. Gauṇāni means guṇasambandhīni. Guṇasambandhī means guṇayogāt, pravṛttāni. The words which are associated with attributes, meaning the words which are applied using the attributes, based on the attributes. That is gauṇāni. And teṣu yāni vikhyāni. Among those attributed words, those which are vikhyātāni, which are famous, that does not mean primary. Vikhyātāni means prasiddhāni, which are famous, which are famously seen in the world. What kind of famous? How can the word be famous? Famous because all the words imply only the self. We have already said that the word, whatever word it may be, that implies only the self. But here he says prasiddhāni. The famous words. Which are the famous words there? ṛṣibhiḥ. ṛṣibhiḥ means mantraistaddarśibhiśca. Rishaya mantra drashtara. That is the definition for rishi. Rishi means the person, the seer of mantra. Rishi means seer of mantra, one who has seen the mantras, Vedic mantras. So rishi here means mantra and its seer, which really means Vedas. Shruti. Okay. Parigītāni means sung. Paritaḥ, samantataḥ, parameśvarākhyāneṣu, tatra gītāni. Parigītāni means paritaḥ means samantataḥ, completely, entirely, totally. In parameśvarākhyāneṣu, in the story of Parameshwara, Shiva, tatra gītāni, in all these different places it is said. Sung, it is sung. See, in Shiva Purana, Vishnu is extolled. Shiva sings great praise of Vishnu. In Vishnu Puranas, Shiva is praised as the great. Vishnu himself sings on Shiva. That is the idea. Okay. So, in different places, this glory is sung. So, by parigītāni, what we mean is smriti. By rishaya, what we mean is shruti. But in shruti and smriti, it is said that those names which are famous in shruti and smriti, mahāṃścāsāvātmeti mahātmā, mahātmā, for that he is interpreting. mahāṃścāsāvātmeti. It is great, at the same time it is the self. That is mahātmā. Why it is called as self? So he says, yaccāpnoti yadādatte, yaccātti viṣayāniha, yaccāsya santato bhāva-stasmādātmeti kīrtyate. Why is it called Atma? Atma means yaccāpnoti, yadādatte, yaccātti viṣayāniha, yaccāsya santatāḥ bhāva, tasmāt atma iti kīrtyate. Yaccāpnoti, apple to prapne, to gain. That which gains, that is the simple meaning. But gains what? Where? Gains the absolute bliss in the sleep, during the sleep. When there is no association with the embodiment, this fellow experiences the self, the bliss of the self. Okay? That is apnoti, to gain. Yadādatte, to grasp. Grasp what? Grasp the duality without the sense organs in the dream state. Yaccātti, to experience, eat. Atti means from word adabhakshane, to eat, or ata satatyagamane, go while eating. Atti, to eat. Eat what? Experience what? Viṣayāniha, enjoy all the sense objects through the sense organs in the waking state. So, yadāpnoti, that which gains in the dream state, yadādatte, that which grasps in the deep dream state, deep sleep state, dream state, and yaccātti, it is in waking state. Okay. Now, yaccāsya santato bhāva, and that which is santataḥ bhāva. Santata means devoid of any limitations. That which has an existence devoid of any limitations, therefore it is called as Atma. Atma iti kirti, that it is called as Atma. Okay. iti vachanat. With this statement, we understand what Atma is. Ayameva mahānātmā iti mahātmā tasya ahayameva mahānātmā iti. This is verily called as mahātmā, mahānātmā. Okay, mahānātmā, mahātmā, mahānātmā, mahātmā, tasya, for that mahātmā. Why tasya? Because mahātmanaha is the word, not mahātmā. We explained mahātmā, mahātmanaha is sixth case, tasya, sixth case. Okay, for that mahātmanaha, for that mahātmā, achintya prabhavasya. What kind of mahātmā we are talking about? What kind of great self we are talking about? Supreme self. Achintya prabhavasya, whose greatness or glory is unimaginable. Mano vacha magocharam. It is very clearly said. It is beyond the grasp of mind and words. From where the words and the mind return without grasping it. So that is the glory. Tani vakshyami bhutaye. For I am going to I am saying that I am saying these names bhutaye for the greatness, glory. Bhutaye means bhuta kamaya. In this bhuti kamaha, this is what is a Vedic injunction. Bhuti kamaha. You have to use you have to perform this fire oblation for bhuti. If you desire bhuti, bhuti means wealth. Here bhutaye is not just wealth, it is everything, all the glories, glory, greatness. What does that mean? Says prasiddhārthagrahaṇe'pi siddhaye, for gaining all the four kinds of human pursuits, which are dharma, artha, kama, moksha. The desired, then the wealth, then the artha, dharma, artha, kama. No, dharma, the dharma, then the wealth, then the desire, and the moksha, liberation. Whatever you want. I don't want anything else. I want only liberation. Yes, very good. So he says, prasiddhārthagrahaṇe'pi iti. So whoever wants, desires, whichever human pursuit he desires, for them, this text gives that result, that very result. Okay. Now, atra namasahasre adityādi shabdānaṁ arthāntare prasiddhānaṁ adityādi arthānaṁ tad vibhūtitvena tad abhedat tasyeva stutiriti prasiddhārthagrahaṇe'pi tat stutitvam. See, the word adityāya namaha, aditya, etc. are here. Aditya hridayam, we know aditya means sun. So the words aditya, etc. are there, and aditya has meaning of sun, not Vishnu. So that is why he says namasahasra, in this 1,000 names, adityādi shabdānaṁ. The words aditya, etc. It's not just aditya. There are many words like that. Shiva. Shiva is a word which have arthāntare, which are a different meaning. So arthāntare prasiddhānaṁ, which are famously used in a different meaning. Aditya arthānaṁ. The word aditya refers to the aditya artha, the object aditya, the sun. Tad vibhūtitvena tad abhedat. And that word with its name, when you connect, then it sings the glory of that aditya, that sun. Tasyeva stutiriti. Therefore, it is the stuti, it is a glory, it is singing the greatness, eulogizing for that aditya, that sun. Iti prasiddhārthagrahaṇe'pi. Even if you take the meaning of the words aditya, etc. to mean whatever it is famous for, even then tat stutitvam, you will end up with stuti, eulogizing statements, eulogizing words. Because stotra means stutitvat stotra, that which eulogizes, that which praises is stotra. Therefore, whether it sings the glory of Vishnu or it sings the glory of Shiva or it sings the glory of Aditya, does not really matter. It is still stuti. Okay? Now, how do you know this? They are singing about different things, right? No. They are singing about the same thing. We already have seen this in the 10th bhāṣya, where we started the square bracket, where I said this commentary is not there, but still they have included in the main text. The first shloka is this. bhūtātmā ca indriyātmā ca pradhānātmā tatha bhavaन् ātmā ca paramatmā ca tvamekah pañcadā stitah. Bhūtātmā ca indriyātmā ca pradhānātmā ca tatha bhavaन् ātmā ca paramatmā ca tvam ekah pañcadā stitah. You are one existing in 5 types. What and all types? Bhūtātmā, the embodiment. Bhuta means the embodiment, the body. Body as self. Indriyātmā as a sense organs. Pradhanātmā as the jagat, the prakriti, pradhana, the cause for creation, the jagat. Atma, the individual self. Paramatma, the absolute self. You are the one who exists in all these 5 different types. Okay? Not just that. Jyotimshi Vishnur Bhavanani Vishnuho Vanani Vishnur Girayo Dishascha Natyas Samudrascha Sa Eva Sarvam Yadasti Yannasti Cha Vispravarya. Jyotimshi Vishnuho Bhavanani Vishnuho Vanani Vishnuho Girayaha Dishascha Nadyaha Samudrascha Sa Eva Sarvam Yad asti yad nasti cha vipravarya. Hey vipravarya, one greatest among the Brahmins. Oh, greatest among the Brahmins. Listen. Jyotimshi Vishnu, that which are bright, the endowed with light, that is Vishnu. The sun, moon, etc. That they are Vishnu. Okay. Bhuvanani Vishnu, the world, whatever you see, that is illumined by those light. That light, that is also Vishnu. Vanani Vishnu, the forest, etc. are Vishnu. Girayaha, Dishascha, and the mountains and the directions, the sub-directions, they are also Vishnu. Nadyaha, Samudrascha, the rivers, the oceans, seas, they are also Vishnu. That Vishnu alone is all this. Yadu asti and nasti, whatever exists, whatever does not exist, they are all Vishnu alone, nothing else but Vishnu. Iti Vishnu Purana. This is what is said in Vishnu Purana. Adityanam aham Vishnu ityarabhya ekamshena sto jagat iti paryantam Gita. So, and in Gita also, Bhagavan very clearly, categorically says in 10th chapter, Adityanam aham Vishnu. Among the Adityas, I am Vishnu. I am among the Adityas means there are 12 Adityas, Dvadasha Aditya we call. And this is the mantra, these 12 names, different 12 names are used during Surya Namaskara, the 12 postures of Surya Namaskara. Aditya, Namaha, Ravaye, Namaha, etc. So, I am Vishnu among the Aditya. Okay, among the 12 Adityas. Iti Arabhya, from that, beginning from that, he says, Ekamshenistho Jagat iti paryantam. Till this period, till this shloka, from 21 to 42 shloka of 10th chapter, Ekamshenistho Jagat, the whole creation exists in one portion of me. This is what is said in the Purusha Sukta also. Pado asya vishva bhūtāni tripadasya divi. Pado asya sarva bhūtāni, vishva bhūtāni. All these beings exist in one quarter, and in the rest 3 quarter is the absolute self. All these ideas are said in Vishnu Purana, Purusha Sukta, etc. Purusha evedam vishpam karma tapo brahma paramritam ityadi Shrutibhyascha. And Shruti also, Mundaka Upanishad also very clearly says, Purusha eva idam. Purusha alone is this. What? This Vishva, this creation, karma, this tapas, this penance, this Brahma, this absolute self, paramritam. Paramritam, the absolute self, the eternal one. Vishnuadi Shabdanam Punurtinapi Vrittibhedena Arthabhedat na Panurtyam. See, Vishnu, there are some 6, 10, 8 repeated words, Govinda, etc. are repeatedly said 6, 8 times. Multiple times, let us say multiple times. It's not once. Vishnave Namaha, no. There are again Vishnave Namaha, again Vishnave Namaha, Vishnu, again in another place. So, he says, though the word Vishnu, etc., you can understand Govinda, etc. also. So, Vishnu, Govinda, etc., these words are repeated, and repetition is a defect. Punarukti dosha, we call it. Error of repetition. And the Shruti, the Smriti, does the error of repetition. This old man has not gone senile. He is not blabbering again and again something which he has already said. He is saying that with a different intention. That is why vritti-bhedena, because of the intention difference, the application difference, bhedat, artha bhedat, the meaning differs. The name differs, meaning differs. The intention differs, the meaning also differs. What is that? Name differs, meaning differs. Yes, I know. Ganga, Yamuna, etc. Yes, I know. But intention differs. Yes. We have already explained this. Same word with the intention, the meaning changes. Honey, honey, honey. Same word. Intention differed. Therefore, the meaning entirely differs. Right? So, paunarukyam. Therefore, na paunarukyam. It is not an error of repetition. Word, same. Application differs. Okay. Shripati Madhava ityadinam vritti ekatvepi shabda bhedat na paunarukyam. In Shripati Madhava, the application is the same, but the words are different. The names are different. Therefore, again, it is not repetition. So, application is different, name is same. No problem. Application is same, name is different. No problem. Okay. Artha ikyepi paunarukyam na doshaya. And even if you accept the meaning to be the same, but the meanings are same. With one word, if the problem is solved, why do you have to go through the other 999 words? This we said already. It's not a defect. Why? Nāmāni kimekam devatameti prishta ekadevata viṣayatvat. Because the Sahasranama, the 1000 names itself began with this question. Kimekam devatam loke. What is that one devata? So, answering that one devata, for that answer, we are explaining the 1000 names. Therefore, there is no defect, even if the meaning is same. Okay. Now, this is the difference. See, the Vishnu Sahasranama commented by Parashara Bhatta, etc., dualist or semi-dualist, they will explain the Vishnu word to be Vishnu with a disk, etc., who stays in Vaikuntha. But Bhagavan Bhāṣyakara accepts it in different stages. He says, Yatra pullinga shabda prayogaha tatra Vishnur visheshyah. Yatra strilinga shabda tatra devata visheshyate. Yatra napumsalinga shabdaha tatra brahmeti visheshyate. So, wherever there is a pullinga, means a masculine gender. The word is in masculine gender. Wherever the word is in masculine gender, the Vishnu, Vishvam, etc., that word Vishnu is the Vishnu. That one in Vaikuntha, he is the Vishesha, he is the adjectified. We are talking about Vishnu. Okay? Now, yatra strilinga shabdaha, tatra devata visheshya. Now, wherever the strilinga, the feminine gender is used, there the devata is the deity, the devata, the creator is the one who is eulogized, one who is adjectivized. Yatra napumsalinga shabdaha tatra brahmeti visheshyate. Wherever napumsalinga, the neuter gender is used, there Brahman is the adjectivized. Because Brahman, the Brahma word itself is a neuter gender. Because it has no guna. It cannot be masculine or feminine. Okay? It has no attributes, therefore it cannot be masculine or feminine. So therefore, iti visheshyate. With this Purvapithika, this Upodghata, this introduction portion for Vishnu Sahasranama comes to an end. From here, Nama Sabhashya Arambha. From here, really the commentary for, or really the 1000 names starts, and the commentary for those 1000 names begins from here. We'll see this. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.